Right folks, quick little video just explaining my new class on Tuesday. So if you see us looking at my notes, I've just got some points down just to remind us. So the class starts this Tuesday at High Harrington Greenwood. If you get stuck with directions, let me know, I'll help you out there. So it's 6:15 till 7:15. So in that hour we're going to be doing some cardio dance. So if you've been to me dance class before, you'll know what that's like. So it'll be about 35 minutes of cardio dance. I like to say cardio dance is a bit like Zumba, which it is, but it's a bit less complex and easier to follow. So after that cardio dance, we're going to do 10 to 12 minutes of sculpting. I'm just going to grab me, so I've got a band here. Anytime you use bands, you've got resistance, so you feel your muscles working. And I've got a couple of ankle weights here, so when you're using weight, it won't be ankle weights, we've got real weights at the centre. When you're using weight, you're creating some kind of resistance, which will lead to toning or shaping. So your major muscles, you've got your shoulders, you've got your biceps, your thighs, the back of your legs, your calves, your glutes. So we'll be doing a lot of toning, shaping, sculpting for them areas. So that'll be about 10 to 12 minutes. So after that 10 to 12 minutes, we're going to do 8 minutes of fat blasting, fat attack. And I've put it as 8 minutes because that's going to be enough. There'll be no weights included in it, and we just pick up the speed. We pick up the speed, so you're getting, your heart's going faster, the heart rate gets elevated. Now your fast pace could be faster than somebody else, and it could also be slower than somebody else, and that's okay, because equally we're working as hard. Some people are used to it, some people are not used to it, so you've got to start from the baseline wherever you're at today. Like I say, don't try and keep up with the next person, or we've got to start the journey somewhere. So don't worry if your fast pace is just a march, that's absolutely fine. So that's the 8 minutes of fat attack, and then followed by 5 to 7 minutes of mobility. So what is mobility? It's just going through all your joints and moving your joints, moving all your joints. Not really hard, but very beneficial. Some people's joints are quite stiff, so I feel like getting the mobility in enhances all the other stuff that you do. So within that 5 to 7 minutes of mobility, there's going to be some stretching involved in that as well, because that's another really beneficial thing, to stretch. Keep stretching, keep moving the joints, oiling the joints. The class is £7, it's pay as you go, unless you want a bank transfer, that's absolutely fine. I've kept it pay as you go. I know with this type of body transformation type of class, people like to pay, some people do, some people don't like to pay in a block booking, because they don't feel like, they don't trust the cell enough to not turn up. Now if you're one of them people and you feel better playing in a block booking, that's fine. I've kept it as pay as you go because apart from my water fitness classes, all my other classes are pay as you go, and everybody's used to that. And I kind of brand myself on that pay as you go, so that you're not losing money. But if you feel you need to pay to turn up, we can just mark it off different weeks, you know, 4-week block or 6-week block. Or it sometimes gets a bit complicated when people can't come and people are wanting to swap dates. With this type of class, you really need to be as consistent as you can to get the results. Well, really with any class really. So we've got the 10 to 12 minutes sculpting, we've got the 8 minutes fat attack, 5 to 7 minutes stretching, pay as you go. So what I haven't mentioned is there's going to be a WhatsApp group for anybody who wants to start this cardio body transformation. So I will say, disclaimer alert, I'm not a PT. I do not hold any certificates in nutritional stuff, but I am an obsessive learner. I obsessively learn as much as I can, and it isn't just about calories or fat. If you know me, I kind of try, and if I get on a bit of a tangent, nerves, fascia, anything and everything. So, but I am in a lot of groups on Facebook, and I've also got a lady from the village, Karen Quinn, who's happily shared a lot of her menus with us. Now, Karen's stuff is a lot based on Slimmers World, and I've never been one to do kind of diets, because I kind of know, and I think a lot of us know, that in a day you've had too many carbs. If you've had sandwiches for your dinner, you've had toast for your breakfast, or you've had something sweet for your breakfast, sweet for your dinner, I think we all kind of know where we're going wrong. But I do understand that joining a group, Karen's group or anybody's group, has massive benefits. So Karen's give us a lot on Slimming World, and also the groups that I join on Facebook, a lot of them are to do with menopause, metabolism, eating as a fitness person, a certain amount of carbs, certain amount of protein, certain amount of fats. So in a lot of them groups, they've got a lot of menus as well. So I'll put a few of them menus in the group as well. So that's the WhatsApp group. There's going to be people who get put into the WhatsApp group who maybe turn up one week and they don't turn up another, and due to it being a free group with free resources, I'm going to leave the menus in there, but I'll send the videos. I'm going to do some videos. I'll send them out personally just to everybody who attends the Tuesday night class that week. So I'll take everybody's name on the Tuesday, and I'm gonna video myself doing a 20-minute class, and that 20-minute class will be, again, sculpting, the fat burning, and the mobility and stretching. And I've kept it the same as the class so that you can get 2, or if you wanted to, 3, 4 if you wanted to, as many as you can really in the week. So you've got that 20-minute video, you've got your menus. I mean, you maybe don't even want the menus, you've maybe a good all-round eater yourself. And as well, in the group, I'm going to share some mindfulness. Again, I'm in a few groups because I do believe mindfulness is a biggie. You know, you could turn up to a class and you could go through the motions, but if your mind's not in the right place, you won't be giving it your full welly really. You won't be giving it your full all. Kind of turning up for the class and going through the motions. So resetting the mind. I know myself on days when and we'll all accountable for this, going through the motions. I've gone to classes myself when I've had a bit of a phase in my life where things just aren't going right, and I've kind of, you don't even know what you're doing. You're doing the class and you're not doing it to your full ability really. And really them days, it's the mind that's playing tricks. So trying to focus on the mind, getting your mind right and being in a bit of a better place really does help your fitness. It really does. So we've got the sculpting, we've got the fat attack, we've got the mobility, pay as you go, or online payment, or block payment. So 20-minute free video, free menus, mindful tips. We just really want to kickstart your healthy journey. Sometimes we just sit there and wait for the motivation to come knocking on the door, and it never will. It never will. Motivation only comes when you make the first step. So we've got to be stronger than the mind. Make the first step, even if you're feeling a bit crappy, a bit nervous, a bit anxious. Do that first move, and then when you get to the class and everything settles down and you start to move, and then you start to think, oh, this is all right, this is okay, then your body starts to look for, thrives for it again, that feeling again, and the motivation will start happening. So in the group, you're very welcome to share as the weeks go on, or even at the start of your journey. You might want to share some information about yourself, and it'll all be confidential. You might not want to, there may be things you don't want to share. You might want to, along your journey, you might want to share your gains, if there's anything changing or happening. So if you want to, you can, guys. I will say that my week's quite busy, and I won't have a lot of time to come in and say a lot, but I'll put the menus up, I'll put the video up, I'll put the mindfulness up, and just to ask, just to stick to the program really when we're in the group. Maybe not going off the beaten track, as it gets a bit distracting. So yeah, do you fancy joining us on Tuesday? Who fancies joining us? And if you see my video and you're still a bit apprehensive, just give us a private message, and if there's anything I can go over with and explain to you. But there's no judgment, there's no pressure. You start from where you are now, whether that be not in a great place and feeling very lethargic or very energetic. It all doesn't matter. None of it matters. You've got to start somewhere. So guys, I hope that helps you. Let me know if there's out I can help you with, and hope to see you there.